Here we are, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Bassman. Hello. I am up the River Plym on my own solo mission. It's a tiny tide, like that small, but I know that the mullet are going to come up here. They're not going to go all the way up because the tide isn't going to reach up there. So I'm going to target them down here. Be smart. So they've come up the embankment, mosey on up, and they're going to hang around here because there's just no tide today, so it's going to be really small. So yes, I am quite excited. My day hasn't gone to plan. I won't go into that, but let's just say I had a wasted journey early doors this morning. I was going to go and do something else, but it didn't work out. Let's just say it didn't work out. So it's been a long day. I've been up since 6. It's now 10:30, 11. So yes, I'm back on the Plym, guys. Welcome along. And let's see if we can catch some mullet here today on this tiny tide. I've got 2 rods. Oh, and I've got the wrong glasses, haven't I? There we go. Got my mulleting head on, guys. So yes, I've got 3 loaves of bread and some mackerel oil. What can go wrong, guys? Let's go fishing. Yes, here we are, folks. This is today's office. So I'm up near Saltram on the River Plym. Welcome along. We are rolling. And here we have the upside down fixed pat. Yeah, so I've just made it the wrong way around. So the bait's closer to the bottom, nearer to the ground bait. So I had this thought the other night after a couple of beers. Often the best time when you have the best ideas. So yes, swivel there and put the bread all down that line. Yes, the reversed fixed pat. And a Kamakura size 8, sir. There we go, all baited up with a nice sexy pasty and a nice bit of washing line up the rig. So tactics today, guys. I've got 2 rods out today, both with fixed pats, upside down fixed pats. I had a bit of a brainwave there, and I'm just putting the bread in now. So I'm just going to bait up 2 areas where I'm going to fish. So I'm going to split the rods so they're not on top of each other, because you don't want that when you're fishing 2 rods. Because if you're on your own, you hook one, and it's going to go into your other line if it's too close. You can't get the other line out, yeah. So yeah, so I'm buzzing. The nice little ducks are here. It's sunny. It's like almost no clouds in the sky, there's just a few. It's really nice, guys. Welcome along. About time. So yes, here we go. The tide is coming in, baby. Just waiting for that tide to push up now. It's a really small tide, so I'll have to wait a bit. But yes, guys, we're getting to that time of year again. Sun cream o'clock. I've actually been burnt a few times on my face and the neck, and it hasn't even been that sunny. So the sun is quite strong already, the rays and all that. So the first thing I'm going to do now is get some of that on my arms, on my face, on my neck, ears. Yes, fish safe, guys. Yeah, and speaking of getting oiled up, well, I'm not going to smother myself in that, but I am going to smother my bait in it. And I've got a little pot there, look, I saved from the fabric conditioner bottle at home when it was empty. I thought, oh, what can I use that for? So I'm just going to dip that in there. Top tip. All I'm going to say about these bloody hooks is they are sharp. Near enough every time. If you slip when you're baiting up, you get pinned and you don't even feel it and you're bleeding. They are so strong. So yes, the tide is just starting to push. I haven't had any bites yet, but it's early days. What a lovely day, cracking day. Yes, mullet fishing. I've always got a smile on my face when I'm mullet fishing, because I know what can happen. So what do I love about mullet fishing? I like the fact that it only costs you a couple of loaves of bread, so the bait's cheap, the end tackle's cheap, you don't lose lots of gear, you've got really light gear that you can carry around, you know, you can walk around for quite a long periods without getting tired. Everything's really light. And actually when you get into mullet fishing, there's a lot to work out. I mean, I've been doing this now for nearly 30 years on the mullet, you know, and I was taught by somebody that was very, very good. And here we are, like nearly 30 years on, and I'm still learning and I'm still working them out. They take a lot of working out as compared to any other species, I reckon, apart from maybe, I don't know, no, I think mullet are up there. I think they are the hardest. And they agree. The Canada guys, they're like, yep, mullet fishing, really hard, yeah. Yeah, so I just love it that it's light, mobile, you know, I don't have to drive for thousands of miles to get to my spot. I'm literally down my local river, 5 minutes away. You know, I've got all the shops nearby. It's just brilliant. And when you actually get into the mullet fishing and start getting the bites and catching, it's next level, guys. It is the best thing that I do, bar none. The second thing I think is probably the conger after that for sheer power and everything, but there's nothing like mullet, fighting a mullet on this light gear, just you versus the fish. And you can't bully that fish in, you can't just wind it in. No, 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 no. You've got to play the fish. And if anybody's wanting to get into mullet fishing, I highly recommend you go to a carp lake, a carp fishery. There's a few dotted around, you know, or where you live. Take some light gear and a loaf of bread, fish on the surface or with a bubble float or whatever, a float, and catch some carp, catch some nice big carp on light gear. And you'll learn how to play those fish, as I did 20 years ago. At Bake Lake, maybe 25 years ago. So I learned how to play big fish on light gear. And then I took that on to my mullet fishing. And it served me well, guys. So yeah, get yourself to a carp lake. It's good fun. This is very good news. I was not feeling confident. Oh, bites on the right hand rod as well. Yes, yes. Right, the fish had just turned up. Well, pretty bizarre that. Fish just turned up, bites on both rods, and they were obviously apart, so it must have been more than one fish. And then nothing. Wound in, my baits were hammered. So yeah, I'm scratching my head at the moment, and that's the great thing about mullet fishing. Had a good bite on the left hand rod. There we go, right hand rod, right hand rod. Right hand rod is rattling. Oh, come on. Good bites here. Right. I don't know how I haven't caught one. I've had so many chances, guys. It's like really hard work today. I'm going to let you into a little secret now. The rod that's been getting 90% of the bites is the new rig, the upside down fixed pat. I've got a fixed pat on the other one, a traditional fixed pat, like this with the hook here. Yeah, it's had bites, but the other one has had far more bites. Now, I haven't used this rig enough yet to say for sure, but I reckon I'm onto a winner here. Come on. Come on. Oh. Go on. Oh my goodness. I think he's just done me there. That was a hell of a good bite. Wow. Come on. Come on, just one. He's on. He's not on. Oh my God. How close was that? Getting bites again on that right hand rod. It's always on that one with the upside down pat. Oh, got a bite on the left hand rod. Come on, just one for the camera. Well, unfortunately, my camera's not recording. It won't go. Getting loads of bites here. Typical, isn't it? That might be the end of that. Every time I put the camera on, it stops. There you go. That's what mullet fishing's all about, guys. Oh my goodness. Still not giving up. The tide's going down now and I'm still getting bites. So, you know. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Been so unlucky and my GoPro's broken. Might come back here tomorrow. So I decided to try under the A38 just opposite Sainsbury's. I had them feeding within 20 minutes, really good bites, so I went down to try and get a shot on the GoPro. I was getting really good bites here and it was only a matter of time before I hooked up. When I'm getting good bites, I always let a bit of slack line out and it just makes the fish more confident. Come on. I finally got a slammer, fish on. Here we go, guys. Oh, it's come off. This is the reason why I love mulleting so much. The highs, the lows, the drama.